So this is a upper cervical mobilization to release some of the neck muscles at the base of the skull. This is really important because if these muscles are tight, that means your head's going to be pushing forward. There's going to be a lot of tension through the back of your neck. So what we want to do is teach you how to stack your head on top of your rib cage, and when you do that, you have freer range of motion, not only through your neck, but through your jaw. So let's get into the exercise. So first thing we want to talk about is what we call a slight chin tuck. So if I look from the side here, I'm going to be nice and tall as if a string's pulling my head towards the ceiling. I'm going to think about bringing my chin to my throat. And so when I do that, it looks like I'm making the world's sweetest double chin. So as the front side of my neck, my chin goes down, we notice that the back side starts to lengthen. That's the main thing that we want to take away from this. So let's get into the exercise. So to start, I'm going to be lying on my back with my knees bent. Now we want to consider how the spine interacts as a whole. So starting at the lower body, we want to gently push through our feet to roll our pelvis backwards into the table so it's flat against the ground. From here, I'm going to bring my chin down to my throat, but keep my head on the table. So there you might already feel some stretching. That would be great. Now I'm going to take my fingers, interlock them, bring them behind my head, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to tuck my chin to my throat, and then I'm going to press my head into my hands and my hand to my head. Just a little bit of pressure on a scale of 10, like a 3 or 4. And what you notice here is you might start to feel the back of your neck muscles working. Your chest is a little bit proud, where your mid-spine and rib cage are starting to tilt off the table. That's all good stuff. So again, we want to make sure that our pelvis is rolled back. When our hands go behind our neck, it's going to bring our chest up to the ceiling. Chin tuck down to the throat. Push my head into my hands, my hand into my head. 4 out of 10 pressure. And we should feel the back of our neck muscles working just a little bit. From here, we're going to breathe. We should be getting some nice air into our chest. But oftentimes, this position can be quite hard for people. So sometimes they feel like they can't get their head to the ground and it's uncomfortable through their neck. So we want to raise the ground up to their neck. So that's when we take a book underneath a pillow, and we're here. Same idea, same setup. Build pressure through the feet, roll the hips back, hands behind the head. Brings our chest up to the ceiling, where our rib cage feels like it's elevated off the table, but our lower back stays flat. I'm going to chuck my chin to my throat, push my head into my hands into my head, 4 out of 10 pressure. And we're going to hold this for periods of time, probably about 30 to 60 seconds. We should feel the back of our neck muscles working quite hard. And then once this feels easy, we want to take away the elevation. So we take away the pillow. Now we have the book. Same concept. So one more time, let's walk through the exercise. I build pressure through my feet to roll my hips back so my lower back's flat against the table. Hands go behind the head. Let's go bring the chest up towards the ceiling. I'm going to bring my chin down to my throat. I'm going to press my head into my hands into my head, and a 3 to 4 out of 10 pressure for about 30 to 60 seconds. So this is going to be your upper cervical exercise to increase range of motion through your neck.